Hello, hello, Wavy Podcast. Today we have Mr. Morrisette here to interview.
What's up? What's up?
Okay, so first we'd like to ask you, what's the hardest part of your job?
Harder part of my job right now is creating online content for my kids. With quarantine and everything's been a lot harder.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What are some upcoming things in your class that maybe some of your students could look out for?
Oh, my favorite thing. We're about to dive into plate tectonics and some plate boundaries. And it's actually probably one of the funnest labs. Some of y'all might remember it when we did the graham crackers and the Cool Whip.
Delicious.
That was fun.
I ended up mixing everything up. It was good.
I ruined
I
mine.
made cake and I literally ate it all.
You know the whole theory about how California is supposed to fall off the side of the United States?
Yeah.
It's because of plate boundaries.
What's your favorite part of your job?
Teaching you guys. I do coach. I'm an assistant football coach, assistant soccer coach, but my favorite part is to teach. That's what I love.
What are some cool things about your family?
My family's not that cool. I'm the only cool one in the family.
Interesting.
The cool thing about my family is that I'm in the family.
Okay. What made you want to become a teacher?
All right, so this is a cool story. When I was in college, I was a science major, a biology major, so we had a lot of kids who didn't understand a lot of things that were going on, so we actually had we set aside some time to come tutor. We didn't have tutors. I was basically the tutor, and during that time, I helped a lot of kids understand kind of what we were going through and some of the concepts, and by some of those kids getting those concepts, it made me want to teach.
Oh, that's fun.
Interesting.
What's your favorite thing about Valley for me?
Favorite thing about the new school right now?
I mean,
It's my favorite thing. That we don't have cockroaches.
I know.
Oh, no.
It doesn't smell like sewage.
It's my favorite thing.
What is something that you can always count on from your students?
To always make me laugh. That's something I can always count on. That they're always going to do. Sixth graders do dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Sixth graders last year.
Them sixth graders from last year are the dumbest.
Hey! What about your first period, though? Your first period was good, though,
First
right?
period was amazing. Amazingly dumb.
Since you said that you were the funnest in your family, what are some fun facts about yourself?
So I am a teacher, but I also have a lot of other passions. Some people have seen I have some tattoos on my arm. I really love the outdoors. I have a guitar tattooed on my arm. I play guitar. One thing that I really love that I don't get to do a ton is graphic design. And so one of the things I got to do was recreate the Valley Point logo. And so if y'all see the old VP, that was created. And I thought maybe with a new school we needed a new brand. And so I tried to develop a new logo, which I think looks really good on a lot of our stuff. So that's some of the stuff I really love doing. That's a fun fact about me. I'm a graphic designer as well.
If you couldn't be a teacher, what else would you want to be?
Graphic designer, 100%, all the way. Graphic designer. And for those of you that don't know what a graphic designer is, they just make fancy graphics.
If you didn't teach science, what would you teach?
Math. I love math. Did we ever do math last year?
Yeah, I think a lot, actually.
Sometimes we did math in class because I really love math. And I would have been, so when y'all get to college, you'll understand this if you go to college. I was very confused as an early college student in my freshman years. And so I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So I just took a bunch of science classes. And when I finally figured out, hey, I'm going to be a teacher, I was like, okay, I can either restart college and do math, which I love math, or I can just continue doing all the science classes and just become a science teacher without having to restart. So I was like, I'll just become a science teacher.
Well, do you have any hobbies?
Play guitar, graphic design / logos, stuff like that. I watch a ton of YouTube. I watch way too much YouTube. Like, everybody watches a lot of Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu. I'm like YouTube all the way. Like, y'all watch a lot of YouTube though, don't you? Yeah. YouTube's kind of, there was a flop. Yeah, a lot of the people that are older than I am like Netflix and all that. But YouTube, you learn so much stuff. I learned how to play guitar from YouTube.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. And y'all, I never brought my guitar and played for y'all. I was supposed to. But we got quarantined and all that, so.
Do you have a favorite restaurant?
I have a favorite genre of food. Mexican. 100%. Mexican food is
Yeah.
just.
Food, especially like real Mexican food into like Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I said instead of Taco Bell.
My Doritos like
The authentic Mexican Taco Bell.
Like my grandma, she makes good Mexican food.
What's your favorite thing that your grandma makes? Now I'm interviewing you.
I don't really know actually. Just like everything really.
Everything.
My
Yeah.
grandma makes authentic Southern grandma food.
It's
So good. I'm not mad. Like we'll
The
sometimes-
greatest gravy and biscuits you've ever had.
Yeah. Well, sometimes we didn't get to go this year, obviously, because of COVID. But we'll go up to Pigeon Forge, and it's just with them. It's not with our parents. It's me and my brother, and then my grandparents. And I get like 4-course meals, and they're weird about eating, like all Southern people are.
Well, Avery over here is like the size of a toothpick, so she can only consume so much food in general, anyways.
It's true. And he literally only eats Takis now. He doesn't eat out anymore. Like it's weird.
Fun fact, Riley
Takis.
is Takis.
I am.
What?
In January
He
of
tries to kill her.
2019.
Yeah, we need the story.
I would like. Like I asked Aisha and Morgan and probably her too. I would eat like an entire bag of Takis at both lunch and after school. It was not very healthy, obviously.
And after lunch, you would just be dry heaving and couldn't breathe and throat was swelling, but you never put the 2 and 2 together?
Oh
or?
no!
Okay, I have one more question.
Okay, so how has the coronavirus impacted your life?
Oh. So we're fully honest on the show, right? This podcast?
Yeah.
All right. So at the beginning, I think the coronavirus it scared everybody. I think everybody, because it was just like the unknown. Everybody's scared of the unknown. Like we don't know, so everybody's going to play it safe. Well, like as things progressed and got like closer and closer, I guess, to school starting back, I just kind of started to feel like, I'm not saying this is a political thing or anything like that. I just feel like it's not as serious as it's been made out to be.
Yeah.
Like the flu's a virus and there's strains of it and stuff like that. I think we just got to learn to live with it and try to adapt
Yeah,
to it.
it's like scientists are suspecting that it's gonna like be like the flu and come back seasonally.
Yeah, and
Well,
so
got a fancy name.
The flu did. They
Fun
just got
fact that everyone in this room right now is not wearing masks.
yeah.
You didn't need to know that.
Truthful, so what? We are.
Yeah, why not?
Nice.
So thank you for coming.
That can
Yeah, thanks for having me.
you.
This was the waving podcast. Is that what
Yeah.
it's called?
Yeah.